Advisories have already been posted for parts of the Houston area, and we just got the first heat advisories for tomorrow. We have team coverage tracking this hot weather.
Tim Pandajis joins us now with the forecast. Tim.
Hey, Ron and Steph, heat advisories are up for the remainder of today for our far western cities and counties. That's Austin, Colorado, and Warren. However, for tomorrow, they have been expanded farther to the east to now include the Houston metro area. Now, they issue a heat advisory when the potential's there, when you take the temperature and the dew point and get a real field number, a heat index of up to 108. That is more feasible tomorrow afternoon. We've already seen that in our western cities and counties. Now, excessive heat warnings are also a heat alert issued, but that's when the heat index can get up to 113. And I'll tell you what, it may get awfully close to that as we head into the upcoming weekend. Here's where we are in the 4 o'clock hour. Temperatures themselves are in the mid-90s, but you add in dew points that are quite high, and we have heat index values up to 104 at Brenham. Look at LaGrange, 108. That's where a heat advisory is currently in effect, so it has verified. 98 it feels like at Bush, and 104 out in Sugar Land. Now, temperatures the next couple of days will continue to warm up. Tomorrow in the upper 90s, and we're shooting for a record-tying high of 100 on Thursday and again on Friday. And guess what? It gets hotter into the weekend. We'll talk about that and the rest of your 7-day forecast when I see you in a few minutes.
Dangerous heat to talk about. All right, Tim, thank you. And just into the newsroom, ERCOT has issued its first weather watch from June 15th to June 21st. They're predicting higher demand during that time period as the temperatures rise. This alert is happening through ERCOT's new Texans messaging system. You can find out how to sign up for these alerts on our website, KHOU.com.
Well, this heat is creating dangerous conditions for people working outdoors. Adam Bennett is live in West Houston. Adam, we can see some record-breaking heat, and people need to protect themselves.
Yeah, Ron, we're talking about feels like temperatures up to 110 by the end of this week. So experts say you should be drinking water every 15 minutes, taking frequent breaks, and have an emergency plan. Just some of the tips to try to stay cool if you do have to be working outside. I'll show you some video from earlier today. We saw a lot of people outside. That includes Houston firefighters trying to cool off and hydrate. They were busy dealing with extra heat while battling a car repair shop fire. They already, of course, have a hot, dangerous job even on the coolest of days. Arson units are looking into what caused that fire, though at this point, officials don't think it's weather related. They say it's usually not the case, but one firefighter did suffer minor burns, but did not have to be treated at the hospital.
We've actually called out a couple extra units just to deal with the heat so we can rotate guys out quicker. And we do have our rehab unit, which is on the way to help cool the guys down. Yeah, this time of year, it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough on the firefighters, also tough on a lot of the electricians, landscaping crews, construction workers that we saw out and about in Houston today. You know, that asphalt, it can be 40 to 60 degrees hotter than the air temperature. Now, the federal labor agency known as OSHA, they are offering a number of tips for employers on helping their workers get acclimated to the heat and staying safe. We'll share some of those coming up at 5. Ron?
Let's hope those workers are taking care of themselves and taking precautions. Thank you so much, Adam. And coming up at 4:30, we're talking to experts about the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion and what you should do if you have any of those symptoms. We've got even more information online, from prepping your home to staying safe when working outdoors. Just text the word HEAT to 713-526-1111.